Hi. I don't know. I guess I'm in a Wiz Khalifa mood. I don't know why that just struck me like that. My name is B, just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this, or if you're new here by any chance, and if you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. Yeah, so I'm actually early today on What You Need to Know Wednesday, which is amazing because I've been late as of lately, thanks to my schedule. But I am early. It is Tuesday, January 27th. This is going to be What You Need to Know Wednesday for January 28th. And yeah, if you already accustomed to being here, then you already know what this is. Okay? If you're new here, let's explain real quick. This is really just clarity and confirmation on anything you might need to know coming into this point, into the week leading up to hump day, and or maybe after that going off to the weekend. Nothing I say here is meant to confuse you or to trigger you in any shape, form, or passion. Okay, if that does happen, please turn this video off. Maybe I'm not the reader for you. Maybe this isn't the video for you. Maybe this isn't the time for you to be getting these messages. Have a good cry, take a nap, eat some food, ground yourself, and then come back to it later once you feel spiritually ready. Okay? So yeah. Ciao. Anyway. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel very like mentally clouded coming into this read. I don't really know. At first I was like I was just gonna do a style of reading. I don't really know what kind I want to do that like randomly hit me. So I might do that after this. But then I was like, oh, it's Tuesday. I could literally get a head start on what do you need to know Wednesday because I work tomorrow and I don't have time when I get off. I just don't want to gamble with if I feel like doing this. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, drop down below in the description box if you want to find me on other platform, or if you simply just want to book a reading. I am open for personals and all of that good jazz. I don't really know how I want to start this. I don't know. I feel like I'm buffering. I don't know if I want to start this with what kind of oracle deck. I don't know if I want to just jump in. I did grab the love deck first. I don't know what made me grab this deck and start shuffling, but I kind of feel like I want to go back to it. So let's just kind of jump in, right? Let's just see what we got going on. Chief Keef Getting Wild is playing. I actually remember this mixtape, the Finally Rolling mixtape. So I mean, hey, maybe it'll be a wild week. Maybe the week is heating up. We're coming off of a snowstorm and like an ice storm. The sun is out, so it's been really, really good. So yeah, let's see. Give me two cards for my collective for what they might need to know for this Wednesday. You are adored. Okay, I like this card. It was actually at the top before I started shuffling, so it's funny that it came back out. On the back, it says, "Don't be fooled by the players and don't be fooled by yourself. There is no one more lovable nor loved than you, and I know everyone." Okay, you are adored. All right, so that's why I said it's ironic that the like meditation music that was playing, because I just when I play my music I just hit shuffle, right? It was some meditative chakra music playing, and right as I was about to like start shuffling to pull, Getting Wild by Chief Keef started playing. So you know what I'm saying, things might be heating up, or things heating up in the love department. Are you dating? You know what I'm saying? Are you finding someone new? Maybe you're getting back on the scene. Maybe you want to. Okay. It says you know what you want to do. Well, that was pretty ironic, right? You know, I said maybe you want to, and it said you know what you want to do. All right. Behind it, it says, in all battles of the heart over mind, go with your heart. Because truly, it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than it is for your heart to catch up with your mind. A whole lot. Not that I don't love your mind. XO the universe. You know? So yeah. For some of you, you might want to start dating. Maybe for some of you, you are maybe entertaining someone, okay? But you're getting the green light right now this week to like go with your heart, go with your feelings, go with your gut. You know, it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than it is for your heart to catch up with your mind, you know? And I know that it's always hard, right? Especially those who, speaking from personal experience, you go through love trauma, you have love issues. I actually just got out of the doghouse, okay, from doing something because I acted very terribly out of like trauma and like past relationship hurt. But you know, I allowed myself to be vulnerable. I apologized and made up for it, right? And it's so hard to lead with your heart when you know you've been hurt before, when you know that, like, again, the players are out to get you, right? Even in this card, it says, don't be fooled by the players and don't be fooled by yourself. No one is more lovable nor more loved than you. Okay, so for some of you who might need confirmation this week, This is a good time to go ahead and start leading with your heart. If you're talking to someone or entertaining someone and, maybe things are getting a little emotional, maybe things are getting a little, interesting. Maybe things are getting wild. You know what I'm saying? Like the song said. But this is the time to lead with your heart. It's easier for your heart to catch up with your mind than it is for your mind to catch up with your heart. Okay? And you are adored. Maybe you want to start dating. Like Carr said, you know what you want to do. But are you doing what you want to do, or are you doing what you think you should do? Right? Are you leading with your heart and following your gut feelings and your instincts and what feels natural to you, or are you thinking about certain things? Even combining both of the cards, maybe some of you might be dealing with somebody that you like, but you perceive them as a player. Okay, he or she, it doesn't even matter, because women can be players too. What and Corey LeRoy said that, ain't it, the Corey LeRoy song? Cause girls is players too. Keep it player, baby. So it doesn't even matter the gender on it. But don't be fooled by the players, and don't fool yourself. Okay, there's no one more adored, more loved, more sought after, more intriguing, more interesting, more beautiful than you. And the universe know everybody. Okay, so this is already seeming interesting. Already interesting to me also that, like I told you, chakra music was playing, Getting Wild started playing, and chakra music is back playing again. As you can see, I'm not making this shit up. Okay, so very, very interesting energy. Okay, and I like the start of this. Give me an oracle card here for what we need to know this week. So allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to move off of your emotions. Allow yourself to be vulnerable is kind of what I'm getting from these cards. You know what you want to do, so go after it. We all love your mind, but now isn't the time to be leading with your mind. Okay, in all battles of the heart over the mind, go with your heart, is what it says. So maybe some of you are thinking too much about it. Maybe some of you are being too calculated as you're dealing with people. If you're not dealing with anyone right now, then maybe this is a good time to, really put yourself out there. But as you're putting yourself out there, be mindful of that. Don't go into it weary of the players and the manipulators and the people who just want sex. They'll be very easy to detect. Bars. They'll be very easy to detect. You don't have to worry about them. Okay, you'll be able to kind of call them for face value, but also don't fool yourself though that even though they might be a player, or yeah, they might just want sex. Yeah, that's true, but who's to say that you ain't the one that changed the game? Hello, don't be fooled by the players. Yeah, they might be a player until they run into you. Hello, she might be a player. He might be a player till they run into you. Till they run into a real one. Hello. And now they feeling like, oh, I think I might like it here. Oh, I think I might, you know what I'm saying? I think I might want to be with you. Oh, okay. What happened? I thought you wanted to run the streets. What had happened? What had happened? Give me an oracle card. I won't take this one. Training day is here. Okay. It says NARC, promotion, ops, survive, surgical with this, ambush, Rico, Two Face, not a friend, and setup. You know what I think is funny too, that we got this card though. Rattle by Megan Thee Stallion just started playing. And Rattle, at least in my mind, and as a woman who is a consumer and lover of music of all kinds, Rattle to me is a spinoff from Hiss. And that snake gonna rattle its tail and it's gonna hiss before it really start attacking. You know what I'm saying? It might hiss first, but then that tail start rattling. You got a motherfucking problem, bitch. You need to get out of Dodge. So this also I think is really interesting that started playing, and then you have Training Day. So this feels like a new energy. This feels like a different energy. Be very, very careful of the company you keep. Be very careful of the company you keep. Because ambush, Rico, set up, not a friend, two-faced it, surgical with this, good cop, bad cop. It's making me feel like, again, be very wary of the people you be around. Kill Bill tried to come out too. I said I wasn't gonna take it, but I do now want to take another card. Give me another card to go with this Training Day. I don't even know if that was on purpose. Give me another card to go with this Training Day. Going with the wind. I feel like we keep getting this a lot. I feel like I keep getting that though. Okay, 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 okay. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Okay, 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 okay. I'm channeling the message. This is split though, right? For some of you, this is a reoccurring message, or like a forewarning, if you will. For others of you, this feels more like your energy. Two-faced, it, surgical, survive, setup, right? Again, that could be a lot of you who are still moving with your mind, right? You might come into it you being a little two-faced, or you might go into it thinking that other people are two-faced and like it's a setup, or like you can't really trust it, right? And it makes you torn. Going with the wind, right? It makes you torn. It makes you want to be with this person and then not want to be with them. You know what I'm saying? Now I said that could be your energy. This could be the energy of the people you're dealing with. But honestly, this feels like, person watching this feels like it could be more of your energy, where like you might still be moving more with your mind in romantic matters, and instead of just allowing your heart to guide you freely and letting your mind catch up later. Right? But when you lead with your mind, it makes you really hot and cold. It makes you very torn. It makes you very wanting to be with them today, not wanting to be with them tomorrow. Again, going with the wind. If you watch all of like some of my previous videos where I've gotten this card, again, I talk a lot about how like this movie was like, for one, long as hell, but it also was annoying as fuck. It was very toxic. It's like, are y'all gonna be together or not? She was already young, right? You heard my spiel on it. So it's like pairing that with the training day card, and it says not a friend. You know what I'm saying? Hot and cold. I think he, if I remember correctly, in training day, he made the little cop he was training. He made him like hit some gas or do some drugs and all of that. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm not safe here, but it's almost was like gave an air of trying to test him to see what type of person he was. So it's like, be mindful of that. If this is your energy when it comes to romantic matters and loves, don't be trying to test people to see what type of person they is. Don't be trying to like start nothing. You know what I'm saying? You get too in your mind about stuff, then you like them today, and then you want to cut them off tomorrow because you still moving off of mental stuff. You still moving off of dealing with old players. You still moving off of old hurt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, be careful of that. Like, not everybody is a op. Not everybody is out to get you when it comes to love. Not everybody is operating in this player energy that you might be perceiving it as. And it causes drama, it causes jealousy, or just like, you know what I'm saying? Energies that just doesn't need to be there. It's like for some of you where that's resonating, it's like you still trying to survive, or like you be in your relationships trying to survive, like you in survival mode in love, and it's like that shouldn't be that. That shouldn't be that, especially with new people, right? You are adored. There's no one more lovable or loved more than you. You are adored. Don't fool yourself and don't be fooled by other people. I don't give a damn how they act. If this is somebody else that's doing this to you and you're like, no, bitch, this ain't me. But I know a motherfucker that act real hot and cold or act like they want to be with me today and don't want to be with me tomorrow, then this could be explaining why they doing that. It doesn't excuse the behavior. I don't say put up with it, but it kind of gives you some insight, shares a little bit of light on how they mental process is. They could be maybe leading with their mind instead of their heart. So they like you today, they don't like you tomorrow. But don't be confused by the hot and cold energy if this is them. And you think, oh, they just want to be a player. Oh, they manipulating me. Oh, they just, they don't really fuck with me like that. They actually might fuck with you a little bit too much. And now they trying to do some damage control. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming off very hot, cold, very want to be here today, don't want to be there tomorrow. Talk with you long-winded today, you don't hear from them tomorrow. It's very like, again, like two-faced kind of energy. For some of you, again, this could be because they're literally in survival mode and they're trying to survive. And for others of you, like I said, this just feels like something that they probably don't want to be in right now. You know what I'm saying? They still lead in a lot with their mind. You know what I'm saying? You know them weird relationships where people really, really like you, and the more they like you, the more they kind of want to push you away type of shit. It's like, what is it? I would imagine that has to be some level of an avoidant attachment style in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But like, it's kind of like that type of thing. For others of you, this love message aside, this is a new energy, right? Because I said, because it's split. For some of you, this, you have love, right? Yes, don't be fooled by the players. Lead with your heart. You have someone new coming in. But this message here is to say someone is not your friend. Keep them out your business. Don't tell them about your love affairs. Don't tell them about what's going on. They are jealous, and this friend actually might be the one possessive of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of picking it up for some of y'all, where you might get a new lover, a new prospect, a new interest in romance and intimacy, and then before you know it, you kind of having beef with somebody that's on the back end. I don't know if men do this, but I would imagine it has to be a human nature thing instead of a woman thing. I'm just not a man, and I don't really have that. I've never experienced that in my male relationships. I don't really, because I'm not another man, and I don't be wrestling about, you know what I'm saying. But as a woman who deal with men, and and I'm in the realms of other women, I also know that it's pretty prominent amongst women. Where if you get a new love interest and your friend, your homegirl, best friend, cousin, sister, whomever might not have love or might kind of be struggling in that department, they kind of be a little fucked up about it, and they ain't gonna tell you. Where you like, oh girl, I met this person and we went on a date and it was so fun and blah 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 blah, and they act like they happy for you, but secretly they not. Or they act like they happy for you, but then they really want to be possessive. They get mad because you hanging out with this new person. They acting like, oh, you don't want to hang out with them. It's like, girl, I'm not having sex with you. Why you want to have an attitude? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying abandon your friends. I'm not that type of person either. Don't be just be chilling with your boo and then now you acting like you don't know these bitches. Cause then when y'all break up, you're gonna want to run back to these bitches. But just have a balance. But I'm kind of getting that amongst this. Where it's like this person is very two-faced. This person is like, be careful of having an op around you because somebody might secretly be in love with you and they might feel some type of way, or they might just be a op in general and then might just feel some type of way because you have love. So now they getting jealous, they getting possessive, they starting drama, you know what I'm saying? Might even be a little bit of an affair. You know what I'm saying? You see the affair word up there above rivals. You have affairs, you have rivals, back off. You see how his hands is by her waist. You see how her hands is on his chest. You know what I'm saying? So the energy of it just kind of shows you what it is. Some of you might have a codependent, possessive friend where again you get new love and then now it's tension in the sisterhood and the brotherhood. That was because it can happen to men too, I guess, right? You get a new person and then now you got a brotherhood or solidarity, and now motherfuckers acting a little weird and acting like you an issue because you don't want to come to the strip club. Fuck nigga, I got my girl at home. Why would I want to be out with you, a bunch of dicks around naked women that I can't touch? No thank you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like be careful with that. There might be some drama. Somebody might feel torn. You know what to do though. I'm coming back to that card. Despite what the message on the back says, you know what to do. So this makes me feel like for some of you, you already know what's going on. You already know how you should be handling this. But just let this be your forewarning. Yeah, I'm getting like jealousy. I'm getting possessiveness. I'm getting like very much op vibes. Just keep this person out your business, especially with op and narc on here, because again, narc, the narc card, bitch, that's a setup. So again, it's like be careful of that. Keep people out your business. If you do have new love coming in this week, I wouldn't share too much. I wouldn't say too much. You know what I'm saying? And I would keep some distance between codependent friends. I know that at the beginning of the month we were there was a very heavy energy of making sure that we got rid of codependent friends. But for some of you, this still feels like people around you that's two-faced, that's not really like having good intentions. For a lot of you though, where that resonates and you resonate more so with that part, it's like this is someone who again feels extremely codependent, like a possessive friend. Again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but the girls that get it. Those who, if you know, you know. Where again, you get something new. You have a kid, you get a new partner, you get a new job, you busy. Now they acting like they got an issue with you because you can't hang out like that. It's like I'm doing stuff. I'm literally doing stuff. So be careful with that. Yeah, like even I don't know, like even as I'm being drawn to the car, look at Denzel Washington looking all handsome and all of his shit. Then you see Jake in the background, the little cop he was training. You see him kind of hazy and shit, looking off in the distance. Like it's like be careful of that. Be careful of that. Nine of Cups is here. So this is your emotional fulfillment. So yeah, love or something is coming in. Five of Swords is here reversed though. These are the first two cards. A loss for everybody. A loss for everybody. Empress down at the bottom of the deck. A loss for everybody. So I'm definitely seeing, regardless of like what kind of emotional fulfillment this is, I feel like this week you'll be coming into a level of emotional fulfillment and somebody might be a little upset about it. And if someone isn't upset about it, again, you might be the one that's like at risk of fucking it up. Okay, so again, take it for how it resonates. I'm throwing a lot in the air right now. Just take what stick and whatever don't, let it fall to the wayside. Okay, for some of you, like I said, you're gonna get something, whether it be you might meet a new friend, you might get an emotional prospect, or like again a romantic suitor, and you like, oh, I kind of like this person. You know what I'm saying? It might kind of be looking up, you know. But then again, this also just as a third thing makes me feel like this could just be overall emotional fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? Things looking up at the job, the home life going well, finances going well, accomplishing your goals. You know what I'm saying? This feels a little bit bigger than just romance and love. But this feels like again someone who doesn't really have your best interest. You know what I'm saying? Someone who, you know, feels like they're losing. Low by sleeping with the sirens is playing Don't Make Me Feel Low, you know, because I try so hard to convince myself that I shouldn't feel this way, or that I try so hard to, you know what I'm saying, make myself feel better as I feel this way. Don't make me feel low. You make me feel low. One of my favorite Sleeping with the Siren song. Let me actually favorite it while it's on my screen. But yeah, so this again feels like someone who's kind of already feeling defeated by life, defeated by their circumstances, defeated by whatever battles and situations they're going on, defeated by love already. And then they see you kind of just being content and happy. You know what I'm saying? Things are kind of coming to you the way that you want them to come to you. Things are, you know what I'm saying, really kind of working out for you the way that you like. And for others of you, like I said, where this isn't a third party external motherfucker, this is you. You know what I'm saying? Again, you're still experiencing contentment, which fulfillment, but you don't trust it. You don't trust it. And beware where that resonates. Five of Swords says, beware of fucking it up. Everyone loses. Everyone loses. Everyone loses. So again, you can come in with this hot and cold energy and this push and pull energy, or you could deal with people who are giving you this type of energy, but everyone loses. It's not going to work. They're trying so hard not to like you, or you trying so hard not to like them, the way you keeping them at arm's reach. You're going to lose of everything that you want. And trying to chase it still hurts you. Because at the end of the day, if people are trying to pull away from you, or if people want to act hot and cold, actually, I don't know, because I was gonna say let them, but no, I even say as not this tarot reader aside, real motherfucker to real motherfucker, get rid of their ass. Because I don't even deal with hot and cold energy. If you want to be in my life, you need to motherfucking act like it. If you want to be around this bitch, you need to motherfucking act like it. Don't come around here acting all cheery and preppy and cheerleader and shit today, and then tomorrow you gonna act like, hey, sorry, do I know you? I ain't got time for all that. If we here, you're gonna be here and you're gonna act like you wanna be here. And if you don't wanna be here, or if you're gonna act like you don't wanna be here, I'm gonna make sure that you're not gonna be here. So I would even say cut their ass off. Because everyone loses. You still not gonna be happy. They still gonna be hot and cold and hot and cold and hot and cold. Yeah, it might be because they like you and not because they're a player, but because they're genuinely developing feelings for you. But what the fuck does that got to do with the price of rice in China if you're not doing nothing with them feelings? And if this is you, person watching, experiencing this hot and cold energy where you like people, you developing something for these people or whatever, and then before you know it, it's like, you know, you kind of like them today, don't like them tomorrow, you want to be close today, you pushing them away tomorrow, you're going to lose the very thing that you might really, really want. It might take you pushing them away for you to, in hindsight, realize, damn, I shouldn't have done that. And take it from me when I say save yourself. Don't push something away that you kind of secretly might feel like, damn, I kind of hate I did that. Because you might not be able to spin the block and get it back. Not everybody block can be spent. Okay. So be mindful of where you land with that. Yeah. Eight of Swords fell reverse. So there is some work or some effort that needs to be put in order for something to move forward. Okay. There is some work and some effort that needs to be put in for something to move forward. Talking to my people who, again, you are the hot and cold one. Okay, you are the hot and cold one. Again, Empress is down at the bottom of the deck. Peace, harmony, attraction. Okay. You are the one that needs to be putting in the work for something to move forward. You have to work on your mistrust. You got to work on your trust issues. You got to work on your defensiveness. You got to work on all of that. You got to work on actually allowing your heart to be open so things can really go the distance. But if you stuck in this player mindset of, oh, well, they didn't text me back for 5 hours. So that must mean that they talking to another bitch blocked. Okay, well, you not doing nothing but shooting your own self in the foot, Plexico Birds. You not doing nothing but hurt your own self. Cause you gonna be the one up late at night still checking to see if they emailed you, even though you blocked their motherfucking phone number. But now you want them to go through hoops and motherfucking hurdles, bitch, and go through the Great Wall of China just for this motherfucker to prove that they want to deal with you. No, we're not doing that. If you want peace and harmony in your life and love in your life, you need to act like it. If you want peace and love in your life and harmony in your life, you need to attract connections and only entertain connections that act like it. That's for somebody. For others of you, like I said, where this is an external motherfucker and you have love and your connection or your intimacies or whatever like that is going perfectly fine, love that for you, great. You have somebody or some people around you that don't really want to be with you. No, I'll take that back. I said that wrong. They want to be with you, but again, if as long as your fulfillment doesn't suppress or surpass theirs. Does that make sense? You got somebody around you who, yeah, they see you happy. They see things moving forward for you. Again, they see you in Empress energy and that you attracting positive things and that you in harmony and that good God's blessings is coming and raining down on you and that all of the animals love you. Look at this bird landing on her. Bitch, and all of the animals and the butterflies and the birds and the bees just love you and come kiss you on the forehead, bitch, and money just come rain down. They see all of this. They see all of this. They see how people like you. They see how people take to you. They see how people treat you. They see how men treat you. They see how the attention that you get or how women treat you when y'all out in the club. They understand all of that. As your homeboys, they know when you get a fresh cut and you walk up in the motherfucking strippy with all of your crisp ass ones, bitch. They know that the hose is in your section. They know that. They know that. They already knew that. They knew that from the jump. That's why they wanted to be around you and come around with you when you was going anyway. Hey. But as you move forward, right, everyone loses. Everyone loses. So this is not the time to be trying to keep nobody around or fight for nothing. Everyone loses. Everyone loses. At the end of the movie, didn't I tell you what had happened? I think she was still trying to fight with him. I think when she found that nigga a few years later, he was already married and had a wife. He was trying to pursue her when she was young as hell. And she was acting immature. Oh, I don't really like. Oh, I like. Oh, I don't really like. Oh, I like. And then before you know it, they still doing the same back and forth toxic ass game. He don't like her today and like her tomorrow. She don't like him next week and then like him next month, bitch. And then before you know it, one of them had got married and it was never ever gonna work anyway. I never really finished the movie. I should probably go back and do that. But up until the goddamn hour and 45 minutes, because it was all of like 2 hours and 30, bitch. That was the part that I saw, and I know that whatever they had planned or whatever she thought was gonna happen with them didn't happen with them. Okay, you're gonna have to work on something. You're gonna have to work on something. You're gonna have to work on something. You're gonna have to get these friends away from you. You got some people around you who, like I said, they see you moving. They see you going places. Everyone loses though. You can't fight for. Don't try to fight for no connections. Don't try to fight for nobody to stay in your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to fight for nobody who obviously is a snake. And for those of you who don't know, pay very close attention because you might have a op and a narc around you in your face. Okay, you might have a two-faced snake in your face, and you don't even motherfucking know it. Because in a world where they gotta survive, you're thriving. In a world where they're surviving, everything is coming to you peacefully. But you see, does she look like she's in survival mode? No. Do she look like she tolerate any jealousy or drama and anything that she know? Don't she look real cozy, bitch? Don't look like she getting a foot wash. Them titties is out, bitch. The sun is shining, raining real good on her, and she is having good conversation with this beautiful bird that is just landed on her. Do she look like she's sitting here having a hot and cold back? No. She look like everything is in peace the way it need to be, and my life is all together the way it needs to be. I have no stress and no worries. So be mindful of that. Build a Rico case. I don't know why Rico was coming to me from the side, but this is a good time to kind of start building a Rico case. Really start paying attention to the people around you and the company that you keep. For those of you, like I said, where there's a friend, be very mindful of that because you got somebody around you who, again, every time you at the strippy with your ones, they really slick hating and got green eyed with envy because they see how the hoes be jocking for you. When you out and you at the mall or when you out with your partners, they see that the women be after you. When you out with your girls and your girls night and you looking good and you out at dinner, they see that the men is after you. They see that people like you. They see the, you know what I'm saying? Again, the Empress, the energy that you carry. And they feel some type of way. You cannot move forward with this person around you. Keep them out your business. And going back to that other group, like I said, she did all of that hot and cold energy. She did all of that hot and cold energy just for her to be looking some type of way when he like ended up married or some shit like that. Because that shit didn't pan out the way she thought it was. What are you not working on? What mistrust, what hurt, what defeat, what letdowns, what disappointments are you not really moving on from mentally that's got you mentally stuck to where now you can't move with your heart? Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just one person. Anyway, thank you again so much if you gotten this far in my video. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up. Leave me some comments if you're interested. Would like to know your feedback and to know how this resonated. I'm open for personal readings. So again, you can find my website down below in the description box. You can find me on my other platforms down below in the description box. You can find the discount code on our readings down below in the description box as well. And yeah, my name is B, just in case you forgot from the beginning of this. And I'm Audi 5000. So until next time, I'll talk to you over in the next video. Bye.